Liverpool striker Alexander Isak is playing at the World Cup with another flag on his boots. Liverpool star Alexander Isak is playing in his first World Cup tournament with Sweden, but he is also representing another nation. Alexander Isak is representing Sweden in his first World Cup, but the Liverpool striker is also making sure he gives a nod to his family roots. Isak scored his first ever World Cup goal in the 5-1 rout of Tunisia, before Graham Potter's side lost via the same scoreline against the Netherlands. Sweden take on Japan in their final group game, still with a strong chance of progressing to the round of 32. Isak is poised to make his 62nd appearance for Sweden, but is expected to do so wearing another flag on his boots. The Liverpool star, the most expensive player in Premier League history, is proud of his heritage and has the Eritrean flag on his boots. The flag has been seen on Isak's right Adidas boot in both World Cup games. Though he was born in Solna, just north of capital Stockholm, Isak's parents are from Eritrea in Horn of Africa and moved to Sweden. A trailblazer, Isak serves as a huge inspiration for Eritreans. Speaking in an interview with Premier League record goal scorer Alan Shearer, Isak said, "Even though I grew up in Sweden, there is a big Eritrean community. I was always around and raised in that type of environment. I haven't been there many times lately, but last time I was there, it was a really good experience. I don't think there are too many idols they have within the sports world." He visited a football school during a trip to Eritrea, being mobbed by young children who look up to him. The country celebrated its 35th Independence Day in May after decades of struggle, and Isak put on the Eritrea shirt to send a celebratory message. On the Red Sea coast, Eritrea borders Ethiopia, Sudan, and Djibouti, and the country became independent in 1993. Alexander Isak has flag of country who received FIFA ranking in March. Isak pledged allegiance to Sweden at youth level, and then made his senior bow in 2017. He was of course eligible to play for Eritrea, who had a period of nearly 2 decades without an Africa Cup of Nations game. In March, they made a triumphant return when they beat Eswatini 2-0 in a qualifier, which took place in Morocco because Eritrea did not have a suitable stadium. Eritrea won the second leg 2-1, and their back-to-back victories saw them finally receive a world ranking from FIFA. Prior to the wins, they were the only unranked nation in the rankings and had a separate section owing to their inactivity. Having pulled out of the 2026 World Cup qualifying, they now find themselves 184th in the latest rankings, and could yet improve their status if they continue in the same vein. The Guardian reported that the key factor behind the frequent withdrawals was to stop players from requesting political asylum abroad when in other countries for away games. The United Nations estimates that around 80 players and coaches have defected since 2007, with the country under the dictatorship of President Isaias Afwerki after he came into power in 1993. Alongside 5 other nations, the aggregate winners of the preliminary round will progress to a group stage comprising of 12 four-nation mini-leagues. Teams ranked 1st to 42nd received a bye to the qualifying group stage, with 43rd to 54th required to participate in the very first phase ahead of the 70th anniversary of AFCON in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania.